let's now talk about all of the cues that you should track as we get into this trading session. So we have our research team here with the trade setup. We have Mangalam, Ekta and Surbhi all joining in. Guys, a very good morning to all of you. Ekta, coming to you first. Yesterday we did end quite all right. We had a lot of strength in the broader markets as well. How is it looking this morning?
Thanks for that. Well, yes, definitely. Yesterday we had the Sensex and the Nifty, which closed with minor gains. The mid-cap index rose around 1%. The bank index relatively underperformed. The Nifty closed at 19,444. The Sensex also rose around 33 odd points. FIIs net sold lesser than what they have been, so they net sold around 84.5 crores. DIIs net bought over 500 odd crores, so net institutions were buyers yesterday. The big Q overnight is that oil has further fallen, so it's at 3-month lows. It slipped below $80 per barrel for Brent as demand concerns mount. US is marginally higher. We have stocks such as Disney, which rose around 3% Asia largely higher. So maybe all this is probably going to bode well for our markets in today's trading session. Stock specific action continues tail end of the earnings season. We have Diwali around the corner, so a lot of numbers expected before that. M&M, ABB, Apollo Hospital, Ashok Leyland, to name a few in today's trading session. In terms of levels to watch out for, we're now above the 20-day moving average. The next port of call would be the 100-day moving average, which is 19,455, and the 50-day moving average, which is 19,560.
Okay, Ekta, thanks a lot for taking us through those cues as well as some of the important levels that we should track today. But let's talk about the stocks that are going to be in focus in today's trading session. And Surbhi is here with that entire list. Hi, Surbhi.
Hi, so it is a long list, let's start with Pidilite. It was a mild miss on the revenue front, but the volumes have beaten expectations. Revenue at 3,076 crores, EBITDA at 680 crores versus the poll of 675 crores, and margins at 22%. Tata Power, it was a strong quarter, revenue up 12%, EBITDA up 76%, and margins at nearly 20%. United Spirits, the numbers are above expectations, revenue up 13%, gross profit margins at 43% versus nearly 41%, and EBITDA up 21%. At 470 crores. Lupin, again, the numbers are better than expectations. Revenue up 22%, EBITDA at 918 odd crores, and margins at 18.2%. Bata, the top line softness has continued, but there is an improvement on the gross margin front. Revenues at 819 crores and margins at 22%. Patanjali Food, revenues down 8% on a year-on-year basis, but the gross margins are at 13% versus 9% same time last year. Some other companies that may react to earnings are MCX, MedPlus, Mazgao Dock, just to name a few.
Okay, Surbhi, thanks a lot for running us through all of those stocks. We're going to watch for these in today's trading session. But finally, let's also talk about cues from the futures market now. Mangalam is here with all of the details. Mangalam, we ended at that 19,440 kind of mark. How's it looking today?
Well, it's a Thursday today, so that means it is Nifty weekly options expiry. So the Nifty will be the key index to watch out for today. Yesterday it was good because the Nifty ended higher, closer to that 19,450 mark. Yes, about 20 points away from the day's high, but nothing really to worry. The choppiness in the market, however, was brought about by the Nifty Bank, which has been underperforming. So if you just take a look at the Nifty's intraday moves along with the Nifty Bank's intraday move, you will see that there is a fair amount of choppiness in the Nifty Bank. In fact, the FIs, they sold less in the cash market, and that supported the cause of the frontline index. The Nifty futures premium came down from 70 points to 47 points. That's telling you that there was some selling in index futures as well, and the data confirmed that. The FI sold about 308 crores in index futures. However, their selling was mostly directed towards in Nifty Bank, where there was a selling of close to around 388 crores. They went ahead and bought a little long positions in Nifty itself. So what did they do? They added around 1,100 long positions. My sense is that most of that would be additions on the Nifty itself, and they added 6,200 short contracts, which were shorts on the Nifty Bank. So that's the index we have to watch out for. The FI long-short ratio pretty close to that 80-20 mark itself. Because it is weekly options expiry, people used to, write straddles, which is a call and a put together. Currently, the fulcrum is around that 19,450 mark. So the 19,450 call and the put on the Nifty, as you can see on your screen, together have a premium of roughly 90 points. So what is it that the option writers are hoping for? They're hoping for a range-bound trade, and for them to make most amount of money, the Nifty has to be in this range of 19,360 to 19,540. So that's something we'll be watching out for. But largely, it has been a stock-specific market, and in that, we watch out for a bunch of stocks. One, Delta Corp has entered F&O ban for the first time in this series. Usually it has been in ban for extended periods of time. So see some underperformance there. Short covering in Apollo Tyre and Alchem. Expect to see this continue if the stocks move higher in today's trading session as well. And for 9 straight sessions, we've seen gains come by on HPCL. That stock continues to do well with a lot of long positions added on these oil refiners. Overnight crude declines would help these stocks even further.
All right, Mangalam, thanks a lot for that. So that is the trade setup as we see it this morning. But with that, it is time for our first short break in the show. When we come back, we're going to bring you excerpts from a very interesting conversation that we had with Hero MotoCorp CEO Niranjan Gupta on exports, expansion plans, the entire EV push, and lots more. Stay tuned.